Yo, back with another deck list. We have the green lock deck list. So let's talk about it. This we have five Digitamas in this list. Argomon and Pinamon. These Digitamas are actually good. I know Pinamon might not seem like you should be using it, but I feel like this list needed some type of draw power, and once I got the draw power down pat, I was able to spine a lot of my Digimon. But what Pinamon does is when you attack a Digimon, you get to draw a card, right? And Argomon, when you unsuspend during your unsuspend phase, you get to gain a memory. So this is actually, both of these are actually really strong. They do synergize pretty decent with the deck. I wouldn't say all the way, but it synergizes really decent with the deck. And we're going to show you when you're attacking, you get to draw a card. We're going to get a very good value out of that. We're running 3 of the Goblimons. I wasn't sure if I wanted to run 3 of the Terriermons over the Goblimon, but I do like the Goblimon because you can still continuously to choke and can still continuously to put pressure onto your opponent. I know you guys see this guy, Kokuwamon. This guy right here is to gain that extra security plus 1 attack. This actually allows me to choke my opponent. I do like this card. I like this card a lot, actually. I really do like this card a lot. The fact that you can choke your opponent at 1, even though you kind of pass your turn. If you go first, you pass your turn, and then he goes and he only starts with 1, and then he gives you back 1, and then you give him back 1. It's the tug of war type of thing. You definitely want to slow your opponent down on the grind. So I really do like this card a lot. And the reason is because of this security plus 1. You really do a lot of damage with this thing. I gotta admit, it does a lot of damage. On to the next other 3s that we're running. Of course, we're running the two Terriermons, but if you can switch this out, if you unsure about this with the Goblimon, if you like. But I do like this at, I like it at 2. So on to the next cards we're running here are the Gatsumon. The level 3, what it does is you want to actually play this card when you have like a tamer out to gain that effect to like actually kind of like swing with your card. So you're gonna see how this works. So you definitely want to use this to reveal 1 card and then place it on top of the deck, and that is very, very important in this list. We using this actual hybrid. This is actually a hybrid card. Pedoldramon. It has piercing, and that's the important thing, that it has the piercing effect. This card is really, really good. We're not running any hybrids to actually play this out for free. We actually just pretty much not slapping this boy, but we're actually going over a hybrid for the cost of 3 and then trying to pierce our opponent, because remember, this is a green lock deck, and 9 times out of the 10 all their cards will be in rest mode. So this is really strong into just swinging at something and that you already locked down or arrested, and you still get that piercing effect and trying to go for game from there. So this is very, very strong. This is another important card into the deck. You may reveal, when attacking, 1 Digimon card from your hand and place it on top of the deck, and this Digimon gets 3k DP for the turn. This is really important 2 ways. The fact that you get to reveal a card and place it on top of the deck, and then get to gain that 3k DP. This is actually another important card. So these 4 cards here are extremely important in what you want to have in your hand. So this is really good. This guy here is another piece to lock your opponent down. I really needed this to continuously to lock my opponent. What it does is you can actually has two effects. So you can actually suspend a card that's 3k DP or lower. So there it can be scary at a lot of things that can be played, or 3k or lower, and you can just simply just rest it and then go over this card and actually when you delete a Digimon, his extra inheriting effect is when you delete a Digimon in battle and that Digimon survives, you are able to one of your opponent's suspended Digimon doesn't unsuspend during their next unsuspend phase. So you can continuously to lock your opponent after he has already played at like level 3 and you rest it, and you can continuously to lock and continuously to lock your opponent and swing at his Digimon. Now I know swinging at his Digimon, you're not getting the value of checking his life in this deck, but we're going to have ways to check life in a moment, and I'm gonna show you that, which is really cool. The next card is this card right here. This is another MVP of the show, is the fact that you can reveal the top 3 cards and you may digivolve into a green level 6 and then place it on top without playing its memory cost. So essentially what you want to do is go into this guy and then go over, you have this underneath him, or if you don't have this underneath him, you have the Kawagamon underneath him, you can just go into the Gatsomon and then still get that effect off, and to get your level 6 on top of this card. Now for the level 6s we are running these level 6s, but before the level 6s we're going to go into Mega Kabuterimon, and this is the main reason why we want to swing at Digimon and continuously lock them. What this guy does is when this Digimon deletes an opponent's Digimon in battle and survive, trash the top card of your opponent's security. This is really good, really good, man. Continuously lock your opponent cards down, keeping them locked, resting for a whole nother turn, and keep continuously to swing at their Digimon. And this is brutal. People are like, dang dude, he keeps locking my cards down, I can't really do too much, and every time he swings he's getting a safe check. So that's really good. It's really good. And the fact that, yeah, you can't look at the top 3 to with this card, but if you're running 4 easy and Mimis, yeah, I'm looking at the top 3, buddy. And then we can actually use the go over this, or use Gatomon to still be able to get those cards on top of the deck, and use Easy and Mimi to get that same effect as the main Tramon. And this is actually X-antibody as well, if you guys didn't know. This is an X-antibody card. This is another X-antibody card, but we're going to talk about that right now. Mega Gargamon, this guy right here, you can suspend your opponent's Digimon, and that Digimon doesn't unsuspend during your opponent's next unsuspend phase. That's really good. We're still going into it, and then since this is a when digivolving effect, so you guys attack with your level 5s, and they don't have a when attacking effect. That's a very important thing. A lot of these cards don't have when attacking effects, only the lower levels do. But this card, when it comes into play, you get to suspend one of your opponent's Digimon and then check. You get an extra check if you have if your opponent has a Digimon with that's suspended, and you get to gain 1 check here. That's 2 checks plus this check right here, which is 3 checks. So this is really good in this list to do that, and on top of that you still get to draw with the Digitama that I was talking about recently. This guy essentially does the same exact thing, but he does gain a little bit more DP on the next turn, so this is really good too. This guy just doesn't gain the DP, but I just need him to continuously to lock my opponent and keep those consistencies of locks going. But he is a level 6 that does that, but this guy just gives me more DP. I could be 13k DP, I can be 14. It can go higher depending on how many. Usually it's always about 14 DP. They usually don't get 3 cards out to be 15k DP, but you're definitely going to be 14k DP on top of the Tortomon that gave you the extra 3k DP. So he can be 14, 17k DP on your opponent's turn with underneath the Tortomon that gains that effect. So this is a really strong play out. And green memory boost, like I said guys, this deck didn't really have a way to draw more cards, so we definitely need cards to actually continuously to dig for our pieces, and these have helped me out, especially with the Digitamas. So Izzy and Mimi really works really well. This is one of the reasons why I max this out, because of the Mega Carpetariumon. But the other reason is that the fact you can continuously to lock your opponent and they can't do anything to get it off the board, which is amazing. So this is really good, really strong, and you're gaining like a ton, a ton of memory. So that's really strong. On to the last couple of cards that we're running here is the Mugun and Davis. So again, the only reason I'm running the Davis is because of the draw. That's it, guys. That is it. You run the Mimis, of course you can, but I got to see my pieces. I cannot miss seeing my pieces. The other card I was running before was running the X-antibodies card. The I think it's black. It's a black tamer. What you can do is use the black tamer as well to get your X-antibodies out. But I was doing that, and I totally forgot that Davis actually can grab a green Digimon. I totally forgot about that. I totally forgot. So, but Davis can grab a green Digimon for you guys, and then you get to search the top 3 and grab your green Digimon out. Of course, that's still more consistency over the black, because this is over the black tamer, but this is a X-antibody, and this guy is X-antibody. So that's what I was doing before, but Davis is the guy to go with. So the next cards, you can run this guy. This card, oh my god, stay locked. You keep them locked every single freaking turn. So you can suspend, not only that it suspends a Digimon on its security check, but if you use it from hand, you get to lock your opponent down for the next turn. So please guys, this deck is really strong. It does lock, it does punish some plays. It does do a lot of punishment, especially with the hybrid that I was talking about, to lock your opponent and just get it off the board. It punishes your opponent. This deck is a sleeper, but definitely give it a shot. Check it out. Comment, see if you like it, see if other things you want to add in. This deck is really strong at removing a lot of cards off the board and actually safely, checking your opponent's life without trying to actually defeat you. Or you can just go straight into the triple check if you may. But definitely this is the list. Check it out guys, and as always, peace man.